Welcome to Pop Culture Icons. I'm your host, Maya Starr. Today on Pop Culture Icons, imagine a world where talent and fame become a gilded cage. Today, we explore how a shy Mississippi boy became a global icon, only to discover that the screaming crowds couldn't quiet the demons within, and what you can learn from his tragic rise and fall from the king. A half-eaten peanut butter and banana sandwich sits untouched on a marble counter in Graceland. The clock strikes midnight. In the emptiness of this palatial prison, the king of rock and roll takes his final breaths. You might think you know Elvis Presley's story, but beneath the jumpsuits and jewelry, behind the hip swivels and heartbreak hotel, lies a deeper truth about the cost of becoming larger than life. January 8, 1935, Tupelo, Mississippi. A mother cradles twin boys, but only one survives. That boy is Elvis Aaron Presley. Growing up in a shotgun house with newspaper-covered walls, young Elvis watches his parents scrape together dollars for survival. But poverty breeds possibility in the right soul. Each Sunday, the Presley family finds refuge in the Assembly of God Church, where gospel music wraps around Elvis like a warm blanket. You can almost hear it now. The passionate voices, the stomping feet, the pure emotion that would later infuse every note he sang. Picture a teenage Elvis, painfully shy, clutching his guitar like a shield. Other kids mock his long hair and wild clothes, but in music, he discovers his superpower. The sounds of Beale Street beckon, blues, country, gospel all mixing together in his mind. When he steps into Sun Records in 1954, Sam Phillips hears something revolutionary. "That's All Right" bursts from Elvis like a comet, blending black rhythm and blues with white country in a way that makes the recording booth shake. It's the sound of barriers breaking. Success arrives like a tidal wave. By 1956, Heartbreak Hotel tops the charts, and Elvis becomes both savior and demon to a divided America. Parents recoil at his gyrating hips, while teenagers scream in ecstasy. The press dubs him Elvis the Pelvis, but they miss the point entirely. This isn't about provocation. It's about liberation. Every hip swing challenges the suffocating conformity of 1950s America. Every controversial performance chips away at the walls between black and white music. Fame transforms Elvis from artist to industry. Colonel Tom Parker, his manager, books him relentlessly. The demands multiply: concerts, movies, merchandise. The creative fire that once burned so bright begins to flicker under the weight of expectations. You can see it in his eyes during those Hollywood years. The raw energy of Sun Records polished into safe, marketable packages. The authentic voice, struggling to break free from the golden handcuffs of success. 1968. The world has changed. The Beatles rule the airwaves. Elvis, trapped in a cycle of mediocre movies, seems destined for irrelevance. But something remarkable happens. The '68 comeback special reveals an artist reborn. Clad in black leather, dripping with sweat, Elvis commands the stage with raw power. For a moment, the machine falls away. The boy from Tupelo emerges, reminding everyone why they fell in love with rock and roll in the first place. If you're enjoying Pop Culture Icons, please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code for our free 7-day email course, The Fame Formula. Discover how unknowns like Elon, Taylor Swift, and Beyoncé became cultural phenomena. Now, back to the episode. Las Vegas becomes his new kingdom. The International Hotel offers him unprecedented wealth to perform. But the price, 2 shows a night, 7 days a week. The schedule is brutal, the pressure immense. Elvis turns to pills to sleep, pills to wake up, pills to perform, His marriage to Priscilla crumbles, the isolation grows. Even as thousands pack his shows, loneliness echoes through the penthouse suite. The jumpsuits become more elaborate, studded with jewels and weighing up to 75 pounds. They mirror the burden he carries. Elvis gains weight, his health deteriorates, yet he continues performing, driven by an unquenchable need to please others. The Colonel pushes harder, the prescription drugs multiply. In those final years, you can hear the strain in his voice, see the struggle in his movements. But still, he gives everything on stage. August 16, 1977. The king falls in his castle. At just 42, Elvis Presley leaves the building for the last time. The world mourns a legend, but few understand the true tragedy. This wasn't just about excess or addiction. This was about a sensitive soul who changed the world but couldn't save himself from the very machine he helped create. Elvis's influence echoes through decades. He broke down racial barriers in music, revolutionized performance, and showed how art could challenge social norms. But his greatest lesson lies not in his triumphs, but in his struggles. In your own pursuit of dreams, remember this: authenticity is your true crown. The world may demand you become something else, may try to polish away your rough edges and package your passion. But the moment you surrender your authentic voice to please others, you risk losing the very thing that makes you extraordinary. So here's your task, drawn from Elvis's journey. Examine your own life. Where have you traded authenticity for acceptance? What unique voice inside you has been silenced by the expectations of others? The king's tragic end teaches us that success without self-preservation is a hollow victory. Your challenge is to find that delicate balance, to pursue your dreams fiercely while protecting your soul ferociously. Remember that sandwich, still sitting on the counter at Graceland. It stands as a quiet reminder that even kings are human. Your greatness lies not in becoming larger than life, but in remaining true to the life you were meant to live. The stage awaits, but this time you get to write the ending. On the next episode of Pop Culture Icons, imagine if Elvis had never broken free from his humble roots, or Madonna stayed hidden behind her grief. What if our pioneers of pop music hadn't dared to challenge norms, sparking revolutions in both sound and society? Well, they did. But what happened when their rebellion reached its limits? When the weight of fame threatened to crush them? And how did they find their voice again amidst the echoes of their own legends? Tune in next as we meet another icon who pushed boundaries, fought backlash, and defined a generation. Please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code, or follow the pinned link to get our free 7-day email course, The Fame Formula. 7 days, 7 brilliant tactics. Learn the mindset to go from invisible to influential using the dark arts of fame engineering. Click the video that just popped up to watch the next one in this series. Or for episode summaries, behind-the-scenes info, and more, go to daily8.com/PCI. Thanks for watching.